7th graders, it's Miss Colehouse. Today for math, we'll be multiplying fractions. This is chapter 4, lesson 6. And let's get started. First, we're going to look at how do we multiply fractions and what we're going to learn today. So what will we learn? We will learn how to multiply fractions, multiply mixed numbers, and how to multiply fractions and solve them in real-world situations. Let's look at how to multiply fractions. So for multiplying fractions, first thing you're going to do is you're going to multiply the numerators. Numerators are the top number in your fraction. If we look here in this first picture, these right here are the numerators. They took 1 in the 1/2 times the 20 in the 20/18, multiply straight across, and you get 20. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to multiply the denominators. The denominators is the bottom number in your fraction. In the fraction picture in the top, they took the 2 in the 1/2, multiplied it by the 18 in the 20/18. We got 36. Third step is simplify. Super important. Never forget it. Okay, we have 20/36. Greatest common factor is 4. They divided by 4, and they got a final answer of 5/9. Okay, let's look at a practice problem. Okay, so example number 1, multiply, write in simplest form. So we have 1/3. We're going to rewrite it because my fractions don't look, I like it when they're straight across. It's easier to see and multiply them. So first thing is numerators. Numerators. If I can spell today. There we go. So we're going to take the 1 times the 2. 1 times 2 is 2. Then we're going to take our denominator. That is going to be our bottom number. 3 times 3 is 9. Can we simplify? No, our answer is 2/9. Nice work. Okay, let's go to example 2. If you'd like, you can pause the video, see if you can do it. This one has a little new steps that we might need to take. So for the whole number 2, we need to change that into a fraction. So a simple thing that we can do is we can just put it over 1. 2/1. That still is the same as 2 wholes, because how many ones can we put into 2? 2 whole ones. We're going to multiply this by a negative, don't forget the negative sign, -3/4. Okay, let's multiply the numerators. We can put this negative to our top 3. So it's a -3. So 2 times -3, we're going to get a -6. There's no sign change there. And then we're going to take our 1 times 4, and that'll be 4. Next step, simplify. We are not done. How many 4s can go into 6? 1, and we are left with 2 4s. Can we simplify more? Yep, but we also can't forget our negative sign. Those can be forgetful. We can divide these both by 2, divide this by 2. We get 1 1/2. We can't forget our negative sign. -1 1/2. Alright, let's look at another example. So now we know how to multiply fractions, but what happens when we do get a mixed number? So you're going to turn our mixed numbers, like it shows here. Here we have our mixed numbers, and we're going to convert them into fractions. And I have a way of how to get them into improper fractions. Once you get them into improper fractions, you'll multiply just like fractions, and then simplify back to a mixed number. Let's see if we can do it. I know we can. here's our first one. If you want to pause it and do it by yourself, you're more than welcome. So let's rewrite. 1/2 times, we have 4 and 2/5. First things first, let's change our mixed number into an improper fraction. So I take my denominator here. Let me change my color. It's easier to see. We take our 5 and we multiply it with the 4. What do you get? 4 times 5, that's 20. And then you're going to add the numerator at the top. So we're going to take 20 plus our 2. And what do we get? We get 22 over, we're going to keep our denominator the same, 5. So that is 22/5, and we'll take it from the rest of the problem. And that's 1/2. Okay, multiply our numerators. 22 times 1, 22 over 5 times 2, 10. Are we done? No. You change this into a mixed number. It is an improper fraction. How many 10s go into 22? 2. We're at 20. How many are left? 2 tenths. Can we simplify any more? Yes, we can. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. We get 2 and 1/5. Okay, let's move on to the next one. You can pause the video, feel free. Let's see, let's do green. Okay, let's rewrite. We have 1/4 times 8 and 4/9. First things first, change it into an improper fraction. So we're going to take 9 times 8, 72. 72 plus 4 equals 76 over 9. So that's our improper fraction. Okay, we're going to multiply it by 1/4. That's our original problem. Multiply our numerators. We get 76 divided by 9 times 4, 36. Okay, you can do long division for this. You can take your 76, divide by 36. How many 36s go into 76? We can fit 2 of them, and we're at 72. Subtract. 6 minus 2 is 4. Okay, so we have 2. We have a remainder of 4. So we have 4. Keep our denominator the same. 36. Can we simplify this anymore? You bet we can. So we are at 2. We're going to divide this by 4. Let's see, 36 is an even number. Divide by 4. We get 1/9. 2 and 1/9 is our answer. Okay, let's keep moving forward. Example 5. We have a story problem. Don't let these scare you. They are not scary. Story problems are fun. We can apply them to our real life. So example 5. Humans sleep about 1/3 of each day. Let each year equal 365 days. Determine the number of days in a year the average human sleeps. So we know that we sleep 1/3 of each day. But we want to know each year if a year has 365 1/4 days. We need to multiply our 1/3 by 365 1/4 days. What should be our first step here? We should change this 365 to an improper fraction. So let's do that. You might need a calculator, or you can multiply on your paper, and that's fine. Let's change to orange. Okay, so we need to know 365 times 4. 365 times 4, you should get 1,460. Then we're going to add our 1 numerator at the top. We're at 1,461. We're going to keep our denominator the same of 4. So that comes over there. Okay, now we're going to grab our 1/3 as from the original problem. And we're going to continue on multiplying our fraction. So 1,461 multiplied with 1 is 1,461. Divide over 4 times 3, 12. Alright, are we finished? No, we are not. We can do long division. You can try with your calculator, and since these are a little bit bigger numbers. So we have 1,461, and we can divide by 12. How many 12s can go in this one spot? None. How many can go into 14? 1. So we take 12, subtract, we're left with 261. How many 12s can go into 26? 2, because that would be 24. Sorry, I'm getting really close to the bottom. We're left with 21. How many 12s can go into 21? Just 1. So we're going to take, let's move this over here, 21, subtract 12. Borrow. Alright, we're left with a remainder of 9. So our whole number here at the top, when we did our long division, you can see it's 121. So 121, we had a remainder with 9. That would be part of our fraction, and then we're going to keep our denominator the same, which was 12. 121 and 9/12. Can I simplify? Yes, I can. What can I simplify by? Let's divide by 3. We have 121 and 3/4. That is the average number of days in a year the average human sleeps. Alright. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's move on to our next example here. We have Susie, and she wants to bake cookies for her bake sale at school. 1 dozen of cookies takes about 2.5 cups of flour. Susie wants to be super ambitious and make 23 batches of cookies. How many cups of flour will she use in her cookies? Well, she knows she needs 2.5 if she made 1 batch. But how many batches does she want? 23. We need to multiply because we need 23 times that. So 23. What would be our first step in this problem? Let's get our mixed number to an improper fraction. So we're going to take our denominator times our whole number and multiply. 2 times 2, that's 4. Add our 1 at the top, so you move in like this circle formation kind of around these numbers. You get 5 halves. Multiply by, we can't really do this whole number, but what can we do with it? We can take 23 over 1. How many 1s go into 23? 23 of them. So you can always take a whole number and you can put it over 1 to make it into a fraction. Okay, let's 23 times 5. You can use your calculator. You can show your work. 5 times 3 is 15. 2 times 5 is 10. Should get 115. Let's check my work to make sure that I did that right. Alright, 115. Let's put that as our numerator. Denominator is 2. Alright. Now, 115 is not an even number. We know it can't go in there equally. So let's take 115, divide by 2. Can't put any 2's in 1, but how many 2's go into 11? 5. That will give us 10. Subtract here, we're left with 15. How many 2's go into 15? 7. It gives us 14. We are left with 1. Don't forget what we do with our remainder. That's going to be part of our fraction up here. So we have 57, 1 of 2. We're going to keep as our denominator. So how many cups of flour will she use in her cookies? She will use 57.5 cups of flour. Alright, I hope that this helps you guys. If you have any more questions, feel free to talk to Mr. Yang or I, and we can help you with multiplying fractions. They're fun, they're not scary. You can see how you can use this in all of your daily life. So I will see you guys on Tuesday, and we will keep working with these. Alright, have a great day, guys.